All right, how's it going? Yeah, I know it's weird to be doing a video on a Thursday and not a Tuesday, but it just so happened that it worked out for today that I would be able to make a video. Um, so there's a lot to talk about in the world of sports, but one thing that I have seen um, recently, talking about the NBA playoffs. Now, obviously, KD had his injury. So we'll see how that affects the Golden State Houston series. We'll see if the Rockets can pull it off. And that will be tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow night because my birthday is tomorrow, so it'll be on tomorrow night. Um, so yeah, but that's not what this is about. By the way, I'm just now noticing this. So if you go back and look at my last videos, you'll notice like a really bad glare on my glasses. Now you can only see like a little bit, especially if I'm sitting like this, you can see hardly any at all. Whereas before it was bad. These are anti-glare lenses. So far they're working pretty good. So I'm impressed with that. But anyway, well worth the money. But anyway, now to what I was going to talk about. Talking about the NBA playoffs, there's been a lot of speculation of trades, big time players moving. When Kawhi Leonard was traded to the Toronto Raptors from the Spurs, there was a lot of talk of, well, he's not going to stay. Um, Now that they've had a lot more success in Toronto, doing well in the playoffs now, he's been unstoppable. The question has come up more than ever, will Kawhi Leonard stay? And I think you can't really, as much as Colin Cowherd said this, and I like Colin Cowherd, but I don't like Colin Cowherd at certain parts. But he said something very smart today that I heard. Um, he mentioned you can't really trust any of these top NBA scouts or, um, guys who break news and stuff when it comes to Kawhi Leonard on where he wants to be or what the plan is. Kawhi Leonard's a very quiet, shy, almost awkward person. Um, and there was a lot of speculation when he went to Toronto. Okay, he's going to the Lakers after. That was the thing. Or even before that he was going to be traded, but he ended up going to Toronto. And the talk was that the Lakers were going to be the landing spot for Kawhi Leonard. And there was a lot of talk going around. I believe he had his uncle as his manager, and I believe he still does. But there was a lot of uncertainty on if he would want to be in Toronto or not. By the way, just visited Toronto a couple weeks ago. Was in the Raptors locker room and in that stadium. Not supposed to be, but anyway. So yeah, there was a lot of speculation on where he was going to be, where he was going to end up. Ended up in Toronto. Then everybody thought, okay, well, that ain't going to last. And now that the Raptors are having success in the playoffs, things are going good. There's more talk than ever. Is he staying or is he going? I'm here to tell you, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to stay. I don't know if he's going to go. I believe if he does go, it'll probably be to the Clippers or something like that. I don't think he'll go to the Lakers. But let me tell you why Kawhi Leonard should stay in Toronto. Number one, they're having success now. And that's a good sign that he's having success now. LeBron went to the Lakers. There was a lot of questions about that. He had a couple nice young pieces around him. Didn't go so well. Kawhi goes to the Raptors and has success. So that's number one. They're having success. That's huge. Number two, Kawhi is like I said earlier, he's a very unique person. He's not the kind of person who's going to sit up and do media interviews and talk and like most of the players, they do media questions. How do you feel about the game tonight? And then they'll give a long answer. Kawhi is just kind of that. awkward, shy kid who gets called on in class who gives a 2-word answer, if that. That's Kawhi Leonard in the NBA. That's just how it is. Now, his play on the court is outstanding. It's just the questions of, is he happy? And, media stuff. Is he going to be comfortable? Because when you're that shy and you're in that position, you want to be comfortable. And, it's a very unique situation. And if Kawhi was going to go to LA, that's what we're constantly hearing when it talks about, KD possibly to the Knicks, Kyrie possibly to the Knicks, talking about this New York media, which is definitely huge. Players will tell you that. It's a big deal. The media is all over you. Daniel Jones knows this right now, getting drafted to the Giants. Media is all over him. And it's not even his fault. Not only is New York a tough media place, now media is tough everywhere, whether if it be politics, sports, general news in general. It's not easy. And for Kawhi to go to a place like LA, when you have the Lakers and the Clippers, especially more the Lakers. But even with the Clippers, being that Kawhi is a big name player, a superstar, he's going to get a lot of attention. And the more media there is, the tougher it's going to be for him to, go through that whole media cycle and be comfortable. And I feel like if he went to LA or somewhere else with, say a New York team, which I don't think is going to happen, but you never know. Say a New York or LA, he's going to be very, very uncomfortable. And I think for Kawhi, the best situation for him would say, okay, if I'm Kawhi, put myself in his shoes. I'm having success. I'm not put in a lot of awkward situations. There's a lot of good fans in Toronto. There was a lot of good fans. They don't treat it like Ohio State is in Columbus, but there's a lot of good fans. I mean, we were at I don't think it was a bar, but it was kind of like an Applebee's type deal, except known for pizza. And there was a lot of fans who came in to watch the other games wearing their Toronto stuff. I mean, it's just typical fans. And there's a lot of good fans. And I think that the way Canada kind of is, the media is not 1,000% focused on NBA. I'm not saying they don't care. I'm just saying, it's not like in America, it's not like we're focused on rugby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that they tend to focus a lot on more hockey and stuff like that. Not saying they don't focus on NBA, they do. It's just not as much. So I'm saying for Kawhi, number one, success. Number two, he would be happy. Not only because of the success, but also because of the fact that he's not having nearly as much attention as far as media-wise when it comes to being in Toronto versus LA. That's a huge, huge, huge difference. And for Kawhi, if he wants what's best for him, best chance to win championships, because the best chance to win a championship would be go to LeBron. But if you want to have a good chance to win a championship and be happy, you stay in Toronto. And I think for Kawhi, that's what he should do. I don't know. Things are a little dicey. I'm not quite sure what the end choice is going to be, but we'll see. So I don't know on that yet. I really hope he stays in Toronto. I think that's a good place for him. Kind of an unexpected placement there for him in that trade. I don't think a lot of people thought that's where he would end up. That's where he ended up, and he's having success. So, more power to him. Wish nothing but the best. If I were him, I would stay in Toronto. Great place. Love it. Can't wait to go back. But I think for everything that he's going to want, I think that's the best place. So With that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notifications. You can go follow this channel page on Instagram at DF Sports. With that being said, see you in the next video.